drivers. These guys come from all walks of life.
You have guys like Andrew Cadell who've come out of racing Mustangs, won 2 championships on the road course, and now he came into Pro Light and started winning right out of the box.
Yeah, baby, woo! Communication's a problem.
Nick Baumgartner is an interesting character.
He's a snowboarder, right? So, hey, the more the merrier.
So I'm still learning how to drive these trucks, but I still know how to whoop ass.
I can still throw it down. Boy.
Our program isn't one of those programs that has tons of money coming in and endless dollars. It ain't us.
If I have the opportunity to come here and race, then I do. These guys shouldn't be, having heartburn about it.
Lavish lifestyle's not really gonna be good as an off-road show.
I don't care what you do. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what you came from. But when it's on the track, it's game on.
But some of these teams that roll in with their big circus acts and come in with no respect, it's kind of obnoxious.
People are always gonna hate on the Giga Brothers program because we do have big sponsors, but we pour it back into our program.
There's some words I could come up with, but we won't use those.
Yo, Nick, I know you're one of the haters, but last time I checked, you've been behind me in all the races so far.
Dude.
Heard of Matt Cook?
I've heard the name Matt Cook, but I'm not really sure who it is exactly.
Yeah, Cook? No. That Supercross dude, isn't he?
Matt Cook, that Supercross guy?
I don't know who he is. Who's Brad again? Just kidding.
Don't know where he came from, but what is he, like 15th in points or something?
There's that Matt Cook guy.
There's that Supercross dude.
Hey, now go back to California.
Yeah, I'm the new guy to the class. Many of the guys may not know who I am, but that's gonna be changing soon. I have a lot of different businesses. We do everything from internet marketing to telemarketing, direct marketing. We have a mobile marketing business. Just recently bought supercross.com. Also partnered with Rob Deerduck on Alien Workshop and Habitat, and then also bought into Ethica, which is a underwear brand. So how I got into racing is kind of odd. I saw a short course race on TV 3 weeks before the season started, and it looked rad, so I said I gotta do that. So I called my shop guys, and I told them, go find me a truck, buy me a truck. And I thought, how hard can it be? And so within 3 weeks, I bought a truck, hired some mechanics, put a truck together, and then went out and showed up and started racing it. And then I got smoked by everybody. I got laughed before the mandatory caution. So then I decided, oh, balls, this actually is pretty hard. I better go figure out how to drive.
Right? To slow down in our concept in the car.
We'll go around.
Then immediately after that first race where my performance wasn't even close, I went and bought another truck, a brand new truck, and I bought it from someone who had won a championship before, who had built it for himself. I bought it from him. It took me and my guys the last 4 weeks, I mean, no lie, 24/7, every single day of the week. They were working shifts. They were working 20 hours a day minimum. The day the truck was done, we did a test in California. We tested for 7 hours. Got a new truck we're testing. Just did a conversion. It was a ProLite truck that we're converting for the TORC series. So we can go test it out. Hopefully it works.
Just gonna put something on a steering column there.
I feel like it doesn't even want to turn. It feels like it wants to just pitch me right over. It feels like right on the edge. They went back at 8 o'clock at night, worked the whole night to fix some of the items, got in the truck and drove 40 straight hours with 3 guys just to make it to the race.
First time at Crandon, Matt Cook and his crew barely make it here, and he pulls the whole shot.
So I feel even after a short time of being in the sport, I can compete with these guys.
Nice job through that corner right there. Nice job.
You gotta run with everyone clean. I mean, you're not gonna earn their respect if you come flying in there and you just smash them out of the way. Then they're not gonna win.
Yeah, earning respect in this class is gonna take some time, which I'm prepared to put in the time to make it happen. And I'm willing to go door to door with anybody.
I'm out here leading the points right now. You know, I like Matt Cook, but I'm not here to worry about him. I'm here to worry about, Brad Lovell and CJ Greaves, who are second and third in points.
He's got some speed behind him, and I think sooner or later he'll end up on the box.
Honestly, I've been pushed around too much in this class, and I'm gonna start pushing back. And heading into Bark River would be a different driver. There's a lot of drivers in the ProLite class. I wouldn't say that we're all friends by any stretch of the imagination. But there is one driver in the ProLite class that I've got to know pretty well, and that's Luke Johnson. We've hung out, we've done a lot of things together, but he hasn't been to my house, so I decided to invite him over and let him check things out. What's going on? You're gonna wake up all the babies. Luke and I met through his dad, Ricky Johnson. When I started driving a year ago, RJ and I hit it off. He was helping me drive. He's coached me a lot. And then I met Luke through his dad. And then Luke and I hit it off as well. And he's been helping me drive and coaching me, helping me with lines and things like that. Luke and I do not have a bromance, although he's very attractive.
Unless you got a secret bookcase that goes off into like some secret room here, I think I've seen quite a bit enough. I think we can head to the shop now, right?
Yeah, let's do it. To the shop?
Yeah, I got a little bit longer ride than you do, so catch up. I'm taking the ruckus.
So then we're gonna hit the shop. Twitch and Robbie Madison are gonna come down and hang out with us for a little bit. It's gonna be great to have Luke with me as well, because he's obviously Ricky Johnson's son. He's been racing his whole life. And when Robbie's interested in racing, that's gonna create credibility for me and the team and the truck. And they're both Red Bull athletes as well.
So this is it, huh?
This is the shop. Check out those bikes up there.
I'll take that one.
This is the toolless GTO, C110, wagon, Trans Am, Camaro. That's a Ford.
Camaro's rad.
So bringing my friends down to the race shop is more about showing them the trucks and getting them excited to race in the TORC series than it is about showing them the toys. Because at the end of the day, I'd like to have all my friends and people that are influential in the sport racing trucks. We need to get you in one of these trucks.
Yeah, no.
I got a ProLite ready for you to jump
Really?
in. Right.
He's ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
You'd love it.
Matt's a real successful guy. I mean, he's put a lot of effort into every business opportunity he's had so far. He's done very well for himself at a young age as far as business goes. And if he puts half of that effort into his racing career, he'll definitely be a front runner. I'm excited for Bark River, though. I mean, that's my favorite track. I've never left it without a trophy, so hopefully that eluding first win will come.
I've never been there.
What a long ruckus ride. It's hard to look tough when you ride one of these
I was
things.
just thinking the same thing. You look like a goon.
I heard of Ricky Johnson. Yeah, but who's Luke Johnson? I've never heard Luke Johnson. Yeah, I've never heard Luke Johnson.
Have you heard of Ricky Johnson?
Yeah, I've heard of Ricky Johnson before.
You want an autograph?
No, I'm looking for Ricky Johnson.
Oh, no. He's the next pile over. He's in the blue tent. Though.
Oh.
Don't want an autograph anyway?
That's all right.
Oh, wow. All right. Shut down. Oh, found my own dad. That's lame.
It seems like Ricky Johnson is like an anomaly. Even his kids, like his 3 kids, they all seem like they didn't come from him. They're all really nice, soft-spoken, well-mannered. You know, and RJ is just like this crazy guy that you don't know what you're gonna get from day to day.
You're the best man win, brother. I raced my heart out. People don't like it.
Being the son of Ricky Johnson is, as much as it's helped me, it's hurt me as well. A lot of my competitors think that the only reason I'm here is because of him, and you know, I'm out here to show guys that now that I've got my own program going on with the JBR team, that I'm a completely separate man from him.
So I really feel for Luke because he's got a lot of pressure with his dad being Ricky Johnson and with all the success he's had racing motorcycles and also with trucks now. So yeah, he's got a lot of pressure, and so I really feel for him. I'd like to see him succeed.
Living in the shadow of Ricky Johnson as his son, I mean, it's got to be tough, but the perks are good. You got one of the best coaches in the world. I mean, he can tell you exactly what you need to be doing and not doing.
I see it catching a lot. That tells me that your back wheels are real loose. You know what I mean? Just don't keep putting pressure on yourself. Like, this is going to be the lead, and this is the one. You ever need this? Yeah. Just keep making strides, and it'll fall. It'll do it. It'll take care of itself.
Steal your straight now.
Yeah. All right? You got it. It's a tough deal because I know how bad he wants it, and I want it for him, but I can't do it for him. He's got to make his own way. I sometimes think, is my success in this just a constant thorn in his ass because he's got to hear, oh, your dad's doing good, or this or that, or does it motivate him to be better than me? I know he wants to be better than me, but he wants to be better than me at this, and I want him to be better than me at this.
Yeah, I've talked to him a couple times and told him that he just needs to go out there and be himself and be Luke Johnson instead of trying to live up to Ricky Johnson's expectations.
The pressure is always on when you have a father that was so great and everyone knows him. And I mean, he started in short course, I think 2 or 3 years ago, and the pressure was there, and he really didn't do that much with it. So now I think the pressure is actually starting to go away. I know definitely what Luke is feeling because, I mean, my dad's Johnny Greaves. Once we came into short course, he made me earn my way in here, and that's how you earn your way. You gotta perform and get your name out there.
It's funny because I grew up, in a sense, almost changing his diapers. Just to watch him grow and become a man is awesome to see. His dad had that role with me when I was a kid.
And being with Traxxas, I think, separates him from being Ricky Johnson's kid, and I think he really needs that, so I think it's going to help him.
We have found that it's actually really worked a lot better, and he's obviously on the track, and this year, in the first 3 rounds, now we're in our 3rd round, he has grown immensely, you know, personally, so, you know, we couldn't be more proud of him.
I wish that he could see, he could sit in my body and look at him the way I look at him. You know, he's already a champion. He's come back from a lot of different problems and stuff, and he's found his way. And if he knew how proud of him that we are, he's on his way. But I just want him to relax and enjoy the ride, because this is the best part. It's the climbing the mountain. Once you get to the top of the mountain, then you look, you go, wow, it's a bitchin' view. It's all downhill.
The Dodge motor's always been a torque motor. It's always, they've never built tons of horsepower, but they always build lots of low-end torque.
This whole year, we've been looking at the ProLite engine package and trying to, make sure that there is the parity there. And
What is parodying?
We actually have had the opportunity to do some more dyno tests. And after that, you know, we looked at the data, and so we sent a tech bulletin out to the Pro Light teams.
The new tech sheet? It's a joke. Yeah, I get those emails. I just delete them.
It kind of made us feel like giving the Ford and the Chevrolet different rev chips, which they're on a 6,000 RPM rev chip right now. And we're going to allow them to go to a 6,200 rev chip here at Bark River.
45 foot-pounds of torque at the edge of the Dodge, and they give us 200 RPM. Big deal.
You know, through the process that we've taken, it wasn't just a one-day test. It's actually been going on, you know, since last year, and these are the results that we found.
It's an unfair penalty, something that's unneeded, especially a week before the event with no test time.
I've come from the last spec series, and this is no different. You know, the best drivers are gonna shine through and be at the top at every race without any mechanical issues. And that happens in this series, and people are still whining and saying it's all motor, but it's I think it's more driver and truck.
It's one of those things you can't make everyone happy. If you make everyone happy, you're lying to someone.
Some guys may think that 200 RPMs is a joke. It's not to me, and I think that that's why we've kind of done better this year than past years, because we're looking at those little percentages. If we can get our truck 3% faster, that's enough to set the fastest lap times almost anywhere.
I mean, the differences between the motors, if it's the Mopar or the Ford, or the differences in the suspension, or whatever else there is, the small differences in a Pro Light class. If you come to a track like Bark River, I mean, yeah, it's a big track. If you have more horsepower, you're gonna pull away from someone. But at the end of the day, if you're a horrible driver, it doesn't really matter. I mean, for me, even today, like, I'm 2 or 3 seconds off. I got the best equipment, right? So it's kind of I think it's a poor excuse.
Bark River's, I'd have to say, my best track, without a doubt, in the circuit. First wind's been avoiding me a little bit this year, but I definitely think odds are my favorite here in Bark River. I'm starting on the front row, and you know, my past track record here has shown that I've never left without a trophy. I'm looking forward to hopefully clinching that first win here, maybe 2.
We're at Bark River. It's a fast track. It's a technical track. You got to be a good driver to win here.
I feel like if I get this first win here at Bark River, it's going to take that monkey off my back.
What's going to matter is who's on top of the box at the end of the weekend.
Welcome everyone to the Boss Snowplow Bark River International Off-Road Raceway. Pro Lights at the line, getting ready for the green flag, Jim.
They're all lined up 2 by 2. Luke Johnson sitting on the pole here today. Luke's had some great success out here, one of the higher speed tracks in the Traxxas TORC circuit.
You got Sean Morris outside of Luke, kind of polar opposites of each other. You got a factory guy, young guy, and then you got an elder statesman and an independent. Getting ready for the green flag. There it is, we're underway as they cross underneath the Red Bull starting line.
Sean Morris driving the only Chevrolet in the pack as well, and he is out to an early lead.
And he's being chased down by 2 of the youngest guys in this class, as here comes not only Andrew Cadell, but also Luke Johnson and Keegan Kincaid.
Johnson and Kincaid side by side, and Morris stuffs the nose.
Somehow he's able to keep the momentum up and will hang on to the lead, but the battle from second on back is just bumper to bumper.
Okay, go get them now. You're clear by 2. Clear by 2. Breathe, driver, breathe.
Johnson all over Morris.
Johnson gets a good run out of the corner, coming around the outside. Johnson has got to get squared away before he hits the top of the hill. He makes the pass. Jim, this is the most dangerous part of that track. Somehow made the pass stick on the outside, but also got squared away just right before the takeoff.
Sean Morris, who is in second place, goes around, able to straighten it back up and get on the track.
And there we go inside with Matt Cook, his first time ever here at Bark River. Doing a heck of a job working his way through the field.
Matt Cook looking scary fast out there today.
3 by 4. Nice smooth line. Nice flowing, smooth lines. You're doing awesome. Perfect. Perfect, driver. Perfect.
Johns with a big lead. Here comes Lovell now on Greaves. Lovell will move up one more spot.
The second place truck of Andrew Cadell comes in hot, over-rotates and flips.
See, man. I'm not sure how I hit into the face of that jump. I wasn't even sideways.
Luke Johnson looking so strong this afternoon. Flying well over 100 feet, could be on the way to his first career win. Just a half a lap remaining. Been in the shadows of his dad his entire life, and today could be the day he bursts out of that bubble and hits that top spot all on his own.
Into the final turn, Luke Johnson will take the checkered flag for his first ever pro victory.
I'm really proud of you. That's for you, it's unreal.
Luke Johnson, untouchable today, fastest man on the track.
Did I tell you this was your day? Did I not tell you this? Good job, Luke.
Congrats to Luke Johnson on his first well-deserved win. Brad Lovell, great day for him in second. Sean Morris gonna round out the podium.
And how about Matt Cook? First time ever here at Bark River, finishes in the top 4. But today belongs to this young man right here, Luke Johnson. The smile from ear to ear, but right there, that tells the story. Father and son.
Been waiting for that day that I could go out and just start to finish, kick everyone's ass. And these guys have worked their ass off to give me this brand new truck. I mean, no laps, no test time on this thing, just ready to go. And that speaks volumes about what this team can do. I mean, they gave me a brand new truck, came out here, and I get my first win.
Coming off the start, fell back to about 6th, and just got in a line of cars. I saw Morris tumble in front of me, then Cadell tumbled in the same area down in those moguls, are really tripping everybody up. I snuck by Keegan right there too, and worked up to a second. I really got to hand it to Luke Johnson. He checked out and really showed us what he's capable of.
I know what it means to him. He's been watching me race for years. All he's ever wanted to be is a racer, and right now, he's a driver. That was no given. I'm just proud of my boy, man. I'm so proud of my boy.
Now I know what it feels like. I get to join the club now. Don't make a habit of winning, right?
They're finally seeing that the Chevy can be there, It's all about driving, too. It's not just the motor. We can do it. We can be here. That's the biggest thing, Boy, I was chasing down that pack of 5 cars forever and running in the dust. Couldn't see anything going in those turns blind. The control of the truck was great. We got it.
It's different being up in the front and not having any dirt flung in your face, so definitely something I could get used to.
Congratulations. Take a moment to soak it in. Let it soak in. Congratulations.
Bark River is awesome. I always like coming here, and it's a good flowing track. There's not many tight corners, and everything just kind of comes together, and you have the big jumps and the hills, and it has the most natural terrain other than Redbud, I think, in the series, and it's definitely a fun track.
It's a pretty fast track, but then it has a lot of technical components as well. So it's kind of like a crammed-in with a lot more technical turns.
I'm coming into Bark River with the points lead, and I'm here to race Brad Lovell and CJ Greaves for second, third in the points.
Day number 2 here at the Boss Snowplow Bark River International Off-Road Raceway. 2 new guys in the front row, Jimmy.
That's right, Eric Rubel, Randy Eller will lead him to the stripe. Yesterday's big winner, Luke Johnson. The inversion will be starting in 6th.
And some big names starting at the back of the pack, mainly Andrew Cadell, currently tied with the lead in points with Brad Lovell, right now starting in the 11th spot.
Extremely cautious. I think these guys starting up front typically don't start up front. They will screw it up. And if you can sneak around the inside, you'll get a bunch of them right there.
As we go on board with Brad Lovell, as we just mentioned, tied for the points after yesterday's great second-place finish.
Luke Johnson, yesterday's winner. Can he make a repeat of it this weekend?
And there's Matt Cook. Nice 4th-place finish, best in his career thus far yesterday.
And now going on board with Ross Hook, has 1 podium finish back in Charlotte. Sure could use one today. Also, Sean Morris, he's a real strong run this afternoon.
Great comeback for him yesterday as well. as the trucks are led 2 by 2 behind the pace truck to go green.
Green, 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 green.
We're underway as they head into turn 1 here at Bark River. It looks like Eric Gruppel has the whole shot going to turn 1 all by himself, way to the outside. How about Matt Cook?
And all kinds of contact already.
They're 3 wide going into turn 2. Brad Lovell to the outside. Sean Morris finds himself in the middle. And how about Matt Cook one more time? Out front 5-6 car length lead. His second time ever on the track here at Bark River.
He looked bad fast out here yesterday and stretching the lead already today.
One of the trickiest parts of this course, that uphill, all of a sudden the right-hand corner going downhill. These trucks unload so much that they have a tendency to drift way to the outside, oftentimes over-rotate and roll down the hill. But right now, Matt Cook has got himself in unfamiliar territory, not only on this track, but also running up front.
Well, his vision, his goggles are a lot cleaner out there, so I know he wants to keep it out there as long as possible. Right now, Brad Lovell looking to make a move on the leader.
That Amsoil Nissan out of Colorado, less than 1 car length separating between him and Matt Cook. Right around 100 feet off the hill.
And here comes Luke Johnson on the downhill right-hander.
You're faster than these guys, just be smooth. You'll get them.
Definitely a lot of confidence coming out of the Luke Johnson camp. He's done well out here at Bark River all throughout the years. Yesterday, his first big win, definitely looking to repeat.
Awesome, driver, you're doing awesome.
You can hear the communication going on between Luke and his spotter. What a confidence builder that has to be for the driver to have the crew behind you like that right now.
And here he comes to the inside looking for second place.
They're going 2 wide. Luke Johnson takes a peek inside of Brad Lovell. And Luke Johnson falters just a bit, but hangs out of that 3rd spot.
Brad Lovell actually reeling in the leader, Matt Cook, just a little bit.
You know, Matt Cook is one of those drivers, part-time driver, full-time businessman. He's actually got an office. He's got a desk. He doesn't always have the steering wheel in his hand. On the other hand, you got Brad Lovell, who makes his living behind the wheel of a race car. Rock crawling, rock racing, and short course racing.
Clear by 2. Let's go. Put the pressure on him.
Not only putting pressure on him, but putting a face full of roost into his helmet right now. And you mentioned before, not a full-time racer, very successful businessman, owner of Supercross.com, Angry Birds. Heck, he's even owned a hair salon, but he's done so many things. Now he's got a new partnership with Rob Dyrdek. Whatever Matt Cook sets his mind to, that's what he does full force. He became a fan, watching short course off-road racing on TV, and you can see he's all in.
And look at Luke Johnson go to the inside. Outbreaks Brad Lovell at the bottom of the hill, goes to the inside, that right-hand turn. Luke Johnson will move up 1 more spot.
Be smooth and calm. You're the man today. Just start racing the racetrack. He'll give this position to us.
Keep calm. That's got to be a tall order out there, but it's interesting how he says he'll give this position to us. Matt Cook has shown so much speed, a lot of flashes of brilliance, but yet to pull the whole thing together. But you got to figure his day's coming. Now he's battling against his buddy Luke Johnson. Friends off the track, but right here under race condition, it's all business.
Luke Johnson is pressuring Matt Cook. Matt Cook seemed like he landed a little hard off that double jump right there, now through the rhythm section.
Keep some pressure on him. Keep your eyes open. You're doing great.
Matt Cook has now opened up a couple more lengths over Luke.
I can't tell you how impressed I am with our leader right now. Basically, he's only got 25, 30 laps on this track, period. Everybody else has raced here before, they've tested here before, so they've got multiple laps around this place. Matt Cook doesn't.
Even some of the young gun drivers like Luke Johnson, been racing here for years, somewhat of an off-road veteran compared to Matt Cook.
And here's the interesting part, Jim, as well, Matt Cook, our leader, being pressured by one of the young guns. How is he going to handle getting that kind of pressure from such a young driver?
You're doing great, Luke. Breathe and relax. Breathe and relax.
The top 2 have now separated from 3rd place spot as Luke Johnson ducks to the inside of Matt Cook.
Our leaders come together. Cook looked like he tried to protect his line. Johnson was being aggressive to the inside, but Cook will now maintain the lead, and here comes Lovell inside. Luke Johnson comes right back, bangs on the back bumper of Lovell, but Lovell will hang on to 2nd, but Luke Johnson's not giving an inch.
Luke catches back up to the tail end of the Brad Lovell machine, that 44 Amsoil Nissan, beating and banging for 2nd and 3rd, and that's just fine for our leader, Matt Cook.
There you go. Nice drive. Nice drive. That was beautiful. Hold your line. Breathe and relax. Set these guys up. You're faster.
As our leaders cross the line, completing another lap, Luke Johnson once again regrouping and going back after Brad Lovell. What's interesting, in times like this, oftentimes when you got two trucks battling, our leader has a chance to pull away. In this case, it doesn't look like that. Our second and third place cars are battling, but also gaining on our leaders.
Contact between Lovell and Johnson. Lovell goes off the side of the track. Johnson able to complete the pass.
Get back in it. Don't worry. We're getting back.
Right there's an example of rubbing his race and just enough contact to upset the truck of Brad Lovell. Luke Johnson able to take advantage.
We got a flat tire. Luke's got a flat. Luke's got a flat. Be careful.
Flat left rear for Luke Johnson. Brad Lovell starting to pull away.
Tough break for Luke Johnson. The idea, the hope, the prayers of maybe a repeat, as strong as he was earlier in this race, now is all going away with that left rear flat tire.
He does still have the mandatory caution that will help him out. Maybe he can come through the field again. You've seen how fast he can be.
As we go back up front to Matt Cook, absolutely driving like a man possessed this afternoon.
We got a flat tire. Come on, guys, you can do this. Keep him on the lead lap. Left rear, left rear. Come on, guys, you can do it. You can do it. We got to go.
It's got to seem like an eternity in there for Luke Johnson as all these other trucks come flying by and he's stuck in the pits. Wow, look at Matt Cook flying barely up on two wheels, flirting with disaster.
That, without a doubt, is the craziest part of this track. I mean, these guys hit that at well up to about 80, 85 miles an hour, pitch sideways, also the whole truck unloads the suspension, and they come back down. Sometimes they're pointed in the wrong direction.
And are they having problems in there with Luke Johnson? It's taken an awful long time for him to get back out on the track.
You're clear by 4 or 5 behind. Just go get one at a time here.
Even before the competition, you can feel the intensity starting to grow in these drivers right now.
We're going to have to find a way around him. Dig it, dig it. You're going to get clear. I believe you got him. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it.
And that's the battle for third. Andrew Cadell and Sean Morris just ripping the fenders off each other right now. You can see the body damage. Keep in mind, this is only fiberglass, so they're made to be tore apart. And the other thing we gotta keep in mind is the guys that are chasing these points. It's Brad Lovell right now tied with Andrew Cadell, and nobody follows the points chase more and keeps track of everything than Andrew Cadell. And he finds himself now 2 behind Brad Lovell. So he's thinking points right now, absolutely.
And a truck separates him from Brad Lovell. You gotta think he's gonna wanna get by Morris at least by the time we hit the mandatory caution.
That would put him right in the back bumper of Lovell, and that would make for a whole different second half of this race, as now they're racing for points. Yes, the win, but right now they are all thinking points.
Right now, Lovell's still all over the back bumper of Cook as they fly around that high-speed right-hander one more time.
Man, I hope that doesn't bite Cook later on in this race, because he's hanging out just a little bit too much, I think, coming out of that corner down that hill at the high speed area, and right here doing the same thing as well. Looking like Steve Kinser picking up that left front up in the air.
Speed's never been an issue for Cook, and he's got a lot of it out there today. It's just a fact of whether he can hold it together through the end of the race. And right now, take a look at Lovell. He's trying to set up Cook for the pass. If he can be leading at the halfway point, well, that's 2 extra points for him, which is great when you're chasing the championship.
How about this? Brad Lovell dives very hard into that right-hand turn to the bottom of the hill, goes way to the outside, almost up on the banking. Tried a different line altogether that he's been running all race long, and it looked like he gained a little bit of ground on our leader.
The leaders come under the Red Bull jump. Brad Lovell's got a head of steam coming down the hill.
Into turn 1, here comes Lovell to the inside. You knew that pass was coming about 2 corners ago as the expert, the veteran, the guy with all the experience set up Cook 2 corners ago and pulled it off.
Well, you talked about Lovell taking different lines. He's maybe just gauging in his head this whole time, trying to find out, here's where I'm going to set him up, here's what I'm going to do. Done deal.
And it's all done right before the competition yellow. 2 extra points for Brad Lovell, crossing the line with the lead, and he's also now our new points leader.
Over that man right there, Andrew Cadell, who's now got more work cut out for him once we get back under green.
Tell his father if he keeps braking like he does in front of me, I am going to dump his ass, because he freaking is brake checking me all over the place.
Cadell's been fighting with Morris. Morris has been holding him off like a champ, so hopefully he keeps it up.
We take a look at Luke Johnson trying to catch back up to the pack.
If you remember, when he got that flat tire, he was running in second. Within a matter of about 100 yards, he lost 4 positions, so they pulled him into the pits right away, changed that flat tire before the competition yellow to get him back out on the lead lap.
Keep running it. We got to catch him. You'll make it, though. You'll make it.
Well, our pace truck is on the track right now. We got about a half lap before we go back to green flag racing. This is where the guys are collecting their thoughts.
Now the fun starts, buddy.
The work to be done from Andrew Cadell there as he chases down that man, Brad Lovell. And the 44 AMSOIL Nissan will lead them single file to the green flag restart.
We have about, I'd say, half a lap to go, and you saw in the back of the picture right there, Luke Johnson just caught the back of the pack.
Go.
Way they go, Matt Cook trying to get underneath Lovell as the green flag drops.
Coming into turn 1, Matt Cook goes inside of Brad Lovell trying to make something happen, and we got side-by-side action for third. Sean Morris goes inside of Cadell.
What a great opportunity for Matt Cook. The field regroups at the mandatory caution, but right now Lovell already a couple truck lengths pulled out.
This is the best chance that any of the drivers have to make up ground on each other or try to make the pass, as they're still side-by-side further on back in the pack. But look at Brad Lovell, already 6-7 car length lead over Matt Cook.
Once again, Cook, a lot of speed on that right-hander, but Cadell right there is a little smoke coming out of the back of his truck.
Cadell's trying to make it happen right away.
Dick, you got this, Dick.
Talk about an aggressive move. Cadell was up on 2 wheels on the inside, trying to make a pass on Cook, and it looks like he's gonna make it happen.
Nice. You're clear by 2. Go get him.
Kind of used Matt Cook to make the pass as he tries to reel in Brad Lovell. Now has got about a 5-car advantage. He's the man sitting in front of him in the points.
And you got to think that Andrew Cadell right now has a sudden sense of urgency as he finds himself down in points for the first time this year, 2 points behind our leader of the race and in the points chase, Brad Lovell. But the thing is, when you got a team like his behind you, and they're cheering you on, and they're pushing you to do better, and that's exactly what Andrew's doing. He's trying to chase down our leader, get those 2 extra points back, get in front of Lovell, and get that checkered flag.
You talk about the sense of urgency. Even though we're only halfway through the season, you can already see how each and every point is so important when chasing down that championship.
As we go back to racing action, you can see the top 5 guys battling, mainly 3rd through 5th, and Matt Cook is still battling for that podium spot.
Keegan Kincaid, now CJ Greaves into the mix of things for the first time today.
He's been awful quiet this weekend, and he's trying like heck to reel him in as well. You know Johnny's on the horn right now talking to CJ. Work him, pressure them, and you can see that's what he's doing right now.
Talk about a guy who's not only a young gun, but somewhat of a seasoned veteran. CJ Greaves, definitely a lot of laps on this track.
Matt Cook, I guess you'd say he's probably our generation, but he's a new driver, so he kind of fits into that new generation mold as far as our sport growing. But right now he finds himself battling with guys that are in their late teens and early 20s, the next generation, the future of our sport.
Keegan Kincaid's the one right now in the number 7 Traxxas machine.
And just for a moment there, you saw Andrew Cadell pull up alongside the 44 of Brad Lovell, battling for that win again.
The fight for 3rd place definitely heating up as well. Body parts hanging off the number 7 of Keegan Kincaid as he dives to the inside of Matt Cook.
Keegan Kincaid goes inside of Cook. They make contact coming out. It looked like just for a moment, Cook may have over-rotated a little bit, handed the position over to Kincaid, but here comes Cook one more time.
Matt Cook gets used to make a pass yet again. The frustration's got to be building as he lays a fender to the number 7 of Keegan Kincaid as a tire actually flies off his truck.
And here comes CJ Greaves on the outside of Matt Cook. But up front, here's what we're talking about, Jim. The battle for the win and the battle for the points lead. Cadell goes inside. Brad Lovell trying to hang on to the spot, but drifts way to the outside in that soft fluff dirt.
A white flag comes out, and you can actually see the tire came off the rim of Keegan's truck.
And how about this? We got a brand new leader, Cadell. About 1, maybe 2 car lengths in front of Brad Lovell.
Dick, you're clear by 2.
Cleared by two, he's cut to the inside. You're still clear, you're clear.
Will Brad Lovell be able to track down Andrew Cadell with less than 1 lap to go? Only about a car length separates them.
The phrase of it's one thing to catch the leader, it's another thing to pass him, and Cadell falls into that mold right there. Brad Lovell's got his hands full with just a few turns remaining.
And after having a commanding lead to relinquish it to Cadell, he's got to be a little shook up. He knows how close this points race is.
Brad knows what it's like to win. He's got that taste. He got his first win in Pro Light earlier this summer at Redbud, but right now it's just 3 turns remaining. Cadell going back to that points lead, going after another win. That you see that red #1 plate, defending class champion. Here it comes, the Boss Snowplow finish line, and here's our winner, Andrew Cadell. Brad Lovell will finish in second.
That one was you earned it. Yeah, guys, way to go! Woo!
Coming across the line will be CJ Greaves to round out the top 3. As you see Keegan Kincaid limping around the track, trying to get valuable points.
I was hoping we could get to the box, but it just didn't work out. You drove your ass off.
Luke Johnson joins the top 3 as he lays down the fastest lap and earns the Traxxas Max Lap Award.
We got the fast lap, driver.
Talk about an up and down weekend for Andrew Cadell. Came into the weekend with the points lead, lost it after 1 day of racing, gained it back today, headed home as our new Pro Lights leader again.
I've been struggling this weekend. We've had nothing but bad luck this weekend. My team, we made a bunch of changes tonight to go for. We really had nothing to lose coming from 11th place there.
I'll never be disappointed with a second place finish, but it is disappointing to get beaten up there at the end a little bit. And you know, he put a door to me down in the turn there and took me out in the fluff. And
yeah, he kind of bobbled him up over the hill here. He got a little sideways, and I just shot down to the inside. You know, I doored him a little bit, but to make it pass on the track, you got to do it. Hopefully not too mad at me.
Yeah, I started dead last, as last gets, and Keegan and Matt Cook were just going at it. And I was just sitting there being the jackrabbit, waiting for the mistake, and they both got together, and I took them both at the same time. Had to work my way through traffic and just ended up doing it a little bit late.
Good job. Hey, I didn't mean to get it. It just kept sliding. I'm like, oh,
yeah. I've been guilty of the same maneuver.
Nice job. You're running good, man.
But tied for points, coming down to the last lap, 1 pass. It doesn't get any better than that, dude.
Yeah, that'll make
it
for a great show.
I bet you got me by
yeah, because you were second.
I got 2.
Were you leading the competition or
yeah,
second?
Leading.
So 2.
I don't know where I got
I
mine.
gained 3, so yeah, it should be 1. Oh, no.
I didn't get by Morris either.
That Pro Light race just pretty much epitomized off-road racing. I mean, beating, banging, nobody really took anybody out, but yet they were still racing hard and bouncing off each other. Elbows up, racing hard. And that's what Pro Light and TORC off-road racing is all about.
First of all, congratulations to everybody today. Great job. But I think we all need to recognize Luke Johnson for his first win for JVR. First win ever.
It's been a long time coming, and it's been a long struggle for me to get to this point. I mean, I couldn't have done this without any of you guys, so thank you.
And Luke Johnson, everyone knows his father. Now he's pushed the father aside like a Heisman Trophy winner, like that, saying, it's Luke time, baby.
Oh, part of my life is I can turn that page. My son has won a race, and he is literally a driver. He drove a great race. I'm proud of him. This show is about you getting a monkey off your back. They couldn't have scripted it any better.
It's about everyone calling you baby lamb.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Oh, no.
Get warmed up.
You actually named yourself?
Yeah, the first thing that comes to your mind when I say, what is your subconscious called?
Beluga whale. They have the largest fetus of any mammal on the face of the earth. Keegan was textbook there every lap.
Yeah. I want to be textbook. Someday soon.
Really?
Can't believe you voted for the guy you did, because you're not a change guy.
Did not vote for the guy. Darren, I didn't vote for the guy. I'm telling you.
Did you just say that to make me feel good? I didn't feel like you meant it.